In the quiet town of Besiase in the Ajoso traditional area, a deep history of rich culture and the ancient memorial is gradually getting buried in modernity. An aspect of the rich Asante culture which struck the early European visitors to this area was the distinct building style. All were impressed with the construction, with the design, the cleanliness and the comfort of these traditional courtyard houses, which they regarded as being well adapted to the particular climate and the particular condition of life in this area. We are here at the Besiase Shrine House in the Ajoso traditional area. The unique features of these buildings are embedded in their style, method of construction, traditional motifs, and rich colorization of walls and practice of traditional religion. Ironically, the only 10 buildings that have survived till today are shrine houses of some powerful deities who have interceded and protected the Asantes. This site at Besiase in the Ajoso traditional area houses the Yautano deity, which is profoundly revered in the Asante worship, a depiction of the traditional character of vernacular Asante's architecture. Francis Kwayiri is the Ashanti Regional Head of Ghana Museums and Monuments Board.
For Ashanti culture, drumming and dancing is a crucial aspect of Ashanti culture. And so this place was dedicated, to the singers, and then the space over there was dedicated for the cooks, that is the kitchen, and then the drummers also have their space over there. And so this central courtyard here was used for performance by the priest, who at the time was one of the most important people in Ashanti culture.
The Asante buildings were built in the wattle and daubed technology. First, a framework made of vertical timber posts linked together by horizontal members constructed around a mat platform. This is then plastered from both sides with clay. The resting walls have thickness of about 25 centimeters. Looking at these complex designs, it is evident that a lot of patience and skills are required. The architecture often consists of 4 triangular buildings and steep thatched roofs enclosing a courtyard. The high steeped pitched roof at angle of 60 degrees allows for very good efficiency and durability of the thatched roof and also ensures adequate protection of the entire building. However, in the last century, corrugated iron has replaced thatch, cement replaced the mud plaster and corp or massive mud walls, while mud bricks masonry have replaced the wattle and daubed technology. Gerard Chiom, expert heritage management of the Ghana Museums and Monuments Board, explains the environmental and climate significance of the building.
This type of architecture is adapted to this climate. First of all, this is something we've forgotten. You can spend the day here and you will never sit under the sun, right? So there is a careful observation of the sun, the movement of the sun, and so on. So this architecture is very well adapted to the tropical environment in Africa. Look at the roof. The slope of the roof, very well adapted to the rain, all right? Look at, as I said, the space and the sitting space, always in the shadow, always protected from the sun. So this architecture is valuable, not only because it's a relic of the past, and we definitively are interested in knowing more about the past, but also because it has probably something to bring to us and to the future.
The outlines of the designs on the walls are formed from edgings of thin stripes of cane and then carefully covered with clay. The elaborate ornamentation was used for palaces, homes of worthy citizens, and shrine houses.
The kind of building that was adopted for these kind of people, especially the kings, the queens, the priests, were very unique and adorned with different decorations and adinkra symbols, and each of them have its own meaning, and they sort of speak to certain cultural and social norms within the society. They are the stories and the narratives behind the tangible things that you see. The meaning of some of these designs and symbols are essential part of the intangible cultural heritage. Okay, so each of these symbols have its own meaning, and in order to be able to interpret heritage, you need a documentation of these ones.
Despite technological advancements in the architectural landscape, limited research and discoveries have been made into indigenous building qualities that have stood against time. The 10 old Asante traditional architectural style buildings have been acquired for preservation as national monuments since 1964 by the Ghana Museums and Monuments Board and were listed as World Heritage Property by the UNESCO's World Heritage Committee in 1980. French ambassador to Ghana, Jose Amand Anyamboso, believes modern architecture can reconcile with the qualities old architectural elements bring to bear.
There are some methods, some techniques that were not only valuable, but are still very, very efficient. So definitely, I think that the techniques, especially what I saw, the explanation of Francis, could inspire. I'm sure that they know about, but they can be very inspiring by coming here to see again, for some of them to learn about these traditional buildings techniques, and that will be definitely very, very interesting to mix, because the modern world also need to learn a lot from the African continent.
Reporting for Joy News, my name is Clinton Yabo.